It's known as speed golf, but has been called extreme golf, fast golf, fitness golf and hit-and-run golf. It's a world away from golf as we traditionally know it. About 20 years ago, John Feinstein wrote a book called A Good Walk Spoiled, which was all about the PGA Tour. It aptly describes my golf game on many occasions, but we're here in Rotorua for the Toro New Zealand Speed Golf Championships, which I would describe as a good run enhanced. It started in California. Where else? And former American mile record holder Steve Scott is credited with picking up a 3-iron and scoring a 95 in a breathtaking 29 minutes and 33 seconds. The way speed golf is scored is that one stroke is equal to 1 minute, and then you add the time you run the 18 holes, and that's your final score. So a 75 in 45 minutes would score 120.
My best ever is a 122, and I consider a 120 as like a 4-minute mile. So these guys, the top few guys, have broken 120. I really think that's worth a sub 4-minute mile effort. My goal is to see if I can run 2 minutes a hole, so that's 36 minutes. It means you really got to make sure the par threes you hit the greens, because that's where you can make up a lot of time. You can do those in about 75 seconds.
Ariki Kapakapa in the heart of Rotorua is the home of the Toro New Zealand Speed Golf Open. And an elite field included Olympian Nick Willis and current world speed golf champion Jamie Young. The Wisconsin native is a former college golf teammate of Grant Waite and a recent convert to marathons and triathlons.
It was the best of both worlds for me, especially with the marathon running and the training. I was starting to get a little bored. It was getting a little monotonous. And then when we introduced golf, it was two of my passions. You're outside, you're trail running, so it's much easier on your body than pounding the pavement. It's a great way to get physical fitness in and then play golf.
Nick Willis glides around the course like a gazelle, looking to shave seconds off his time, whereas Young, a 2-handicapper, focuses on the golf, aiming to shave strokes off his score.
My focus is on golf score, so that's number one. Some of these guys that are playing with one club, that's a stretch because you're allowed to take up to 7 clubs, and so if maybe you took another 2 or 3 clubs, it probably wouldn't affect your speed much at all, but obviously your golf score could be improved tremendously.
And for 3 leading lights of New Zealand golf's recent past, speed golf has become their new sporting addiction.
You know, if it wasn't for speed golf, I wouldn't really be playing golf that much. So I can get up, be teeing off 6:30 in the morning, home at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the kids are waking up. And I've got 18 holes in, and I've got exercise done for the day.
Definitely a new form of golf. I think fitness craze is very important to us in this current era. I probably get more of a buzz after 18 holes of speed golf than I do when I go out normally.
When you look at a lot of other sports, like cricket with the 20-20, there's always fast options, and this is for that person that doesn't have a huge amount of time and wants to get round quicker.
That enthusiasm is shared by the Toro New Zealand Speed Golf Open sponsor.
Golf can be pretty staid, really, with great respect to a great sport, but this is different. The skills that we've seen around here today are just unbelievable. Not only athletic skills, but just their golfing prowess is phenomenal. In this format, I wouldn't be surprised to see this in the Olympics in years to come, rather than traditional golf.
You can take a maximum 7 clubs, and every speed golfer seems to have different ideas.
I take a driver, a 24-degree utility, and then a 7-iron, a pitching wedge, and a putter.
Putter, 3-wood, usually a 5-iron, but I'm actually changed today to a 6-iron.
I have a 7-iron plus a wedge and a fairway wood. I hit everything off the deck except at the first hole. It saves me having to put a tee down.
It's intriguing. How many clubs do you take? Which ones do you take? How do you carry them? You got to take a risk on how many golf balls you want to take, because you could run out.
World champion Jamie Young could only manage a 5th-place finish at Ariki Kapakapa, while crowd favourite Nick Willis was 2 spots back in 7th place. The title went to local hero Stephen Holloway, thanks to a new course record score of 236, and of course, a little local knowledge.
It played a big part because I knew the shortcuts to the next tee off, the shortcuts to where to go to my drive, and having a ball spotter helped big time.
So Stephen Holloway is the new Toro New Zealand Speed Golf Open champion. 2016 winner Richard Olsen over 3 points back in 2nd. And in the women's field, it was defending champ Liz McKinnon with a couple of sub-56-minute rounds, edging out Renee Fowler to retain her crown.